Summertime is exciting for many reasons, but one of the things I don't like about summer is the heat. And I know I have friends in Texas who are like, girl, this is like normal for us, your temperature. It's like, no, guys, we're climatized to not this temperature. It is hitting like 31 degrees Celsius with humidity index, which to most of you is like, whatever. It's hot here, and I don't have air conditioning. A lot of Canadian homes don't have AC, like it's not a requirement here. We live most of the year in cold winters, so. But that aside, welcome back to another video. Today we are going to be talking about one of those exciting things that does happen in summer, and that is the BookTubeAthon 2017. So when I first started BookTube, I did join in the first BookTubeAthon. I didn't do much in the way of video challenges or Instagram challenges. I don't even think I had a channel Instagram at that point. And over the years I've attempted it a couple of times because it's just a lot of fun to be doing reading sprints and video challenges. And over the years I've tried to participate as much as I can without work getting in the way and being an adult and all of that fun stuff. But it's coming up again, and it is running from July 21st to July 31st. So midnight anywhere you are, July 21st till midnight anywhere you are, July 31st. I'm very excited. I'm excited to do this again. I'm going to attempt more of the video challenges now that I have two things to film with. I can film with my camera and my phone, so we'll see what I end up doing with that. I'm also going to attempt to actually vlog this year's BookTubeAthon and vlog my process and give you guys daily vlogs, but like I said, I'm going to attempt, so no promises. But today I am here to give you my TBR and go through some of the challenges and see what I'll be reading for the BookTubeAthon. Now in the past, I've picked either small books, medium books, and then thrown some graphic novels. I haven't found any graphic novels lately that I want to throw in, so most of these are actually just small books or books I anticipate I will be reading quickly. So I'm just going to go through the challenges, so let's get started. The first book is to read a book with a person on the cover, and this could be like their arm, half their face, their back, like them walking away, whatnot, as long as it has a human being, a person on the cover. So I actually have two books that will match for this, and the first one is Sun and Moon, Ice and Snow. I read fairy tale retellings fairly quickly, so I picked this one by Jessica Day George. I read her books relatively quickly. She has a really great storyline, and I don't think it's very long. Well, it's about 300 pages, so it's shorter than some of the other books I have on my TBR, so I'll be reading this one for person on the cover. Another one for person on the cover is Rebel Rising by Beth Revis. This is one of those Star Wars YA novels that are kind of making their way onto the scene. And I've read one by Claudia Gray that I really didn't like, but because I'm such a huge Rogue One fan, I love Jyn and I wanted more background of Jyn, I'm definitely going to pick this one up. Plus, this is one I do anticipate reading fast, even though it's about, it's almost 400 pages, but we'll see. The second challenge is to read a hyped book, and I actually don't read a lot of hyped books. I mean, hyped in the Christian fiction field maybe, but I really don't actually read hyped books all that much, so I actually didn't have one for this challenge. I wanted to try and pick something for this challenge, but I wasn't just finding anything that I wanted to read lately that's even hyped itself. Like even on my TBR I'm looking, I don't have hyped books, so this challenge is a no-go. But so let's move on to the next one. Challenge number 3 is to finish a book in one day, and I actually have a couple of those because I picked pretty short books. So the first one is Journey to the Center of the Earth. This is only about 180 some pages, so it's just below 200 pages. So this I should be able to finish within one day. Another one is The White Feather Murders by Rachel McMillan. This is also just over 200 pages. So again, another short book I should be able to finish. And then the next two are the next two books in the Portia Adams adventures. So I have Thrice Burned and No Matter How Improbable. These are pretty quick reads. I read the first book pretty quickly just because I like the way it's written, and I love mystery series or mystery books for that because you want to get to the end. You want to know who done it, so you read them pretty quickly. So that's why I picked these. Number 4 is to read a character that is very different from you, so different race, different gender, different background, just somebody who is different than you. And I have, again, two books for this one. I have, again, Journey to the Center of the Earth matches this one as well as Elemental. This is also about a 200 page novel. These are both male protagonists, and I'm a female, so that is someone who is different from me. I don't actually have a lot of books that are male protagonists, so I was kind of intrigued to finally read from a different perspective, because I think there's a lot, like the YA world is really saturated with female protagonists, so it's nice to pick up, at least, you know, this book's YA, but it's nice to pick up some books with a male protagonist and get a different view. Number 5 is currently killing me, and that is read a book entirely outdoors. Like, you don't have to sit out the entire time you're reading this book. You can read it like an hour here, an hour there, but whenever you are reading this book, it has to be outside. So right now, that doesn't sound good to me. But I picked the shortest book possible. So again, Journey to the Center of the Earth is going to be like my go-to book for this BookTubeAthon. I'm going to sit outside in the evening when it's the coolest and just power through this baby and get it done. So that'll be my first book. 6 is read a book you bought strictly because of the cover, or that you picked up from the library strictly because of the cover. I mentioned in my June book haul, I bought this series strictly, mainly because of the cover. So Elemental, again by Anthony John, fits this challenge as well. And challenge number 7 is always to read 7 books. I've never completed this. Well, maybe I did, but that's when I was reading like a lot of graphic novels and comic books, and I'm not reading those as much anymore. So again, maybe I'll get to it, I don't know. And that is what I'm going to be attempting to read for this year's BookTubeAthon. Like I said, I'll try to vlog it daily for you guys as well, and attempt to do some of the video challenges. So if you guys are taking part in the BookTubeAthon, let me know in the comments below so we can cheer each other on, and maybe one of us will get through the 7 books challenge. So it's really exciting to kind of come together as a booktube community, and cheer each other on through a readathon and kind of bump up our reading log for the year. But that's going to be it for me today, guys. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you at the BookTubeAthon. Bye!